First and foremost, you already know how we're starting. You know, I've been under the weather for the past few days, but it's okay. We getting big to healthy and shit like that. If you're watching this on my YouTube and you want a personal reading, the link down is, you know, it's crazy. Mercury retrograde began today, so communication is all over the place. But if you guys want a personal reading, link down below. If you're on my TikTok, up above, you already know how we start in the vibes. To be honest, y'all, I'm starting early because I just felt called to, which could be significant. I feel like a lot of you guys are going through a lot of things, especially with this Venus retrograde. Mercury retrograde started today, but I feel like you guys aren't supposed to be scared away from that shit. I also feel the need to sit over here and tell you, just because Mercury retrograde is beginning doesn't mean that you should be afraid of it. I feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys that opportunities are still going to come into you guys. Just be aware of how you communicate things. I feel like if you notice yourself starting to get a little bit more upset, or you know, you're just feeling like communication isn't coming in as quickly as you want it to be, or the communication isn't clear, just take your time. I'm hearing I feel like this Mercury retrograde period is going to be, to be honest, I'm hearing one of the easiest ones. I'm not sure as to why, but I'm just hearing that it's going to be easy for you. It's going to be easy for you because I felt like the Venus retrograde has actually removed a lot of connections from your life, is what I'm hearing. And because you have removed all these connections, it's like you don't have anybody else to fucking argue with, okay? So y'all, this Mercury retrograde, don't worry about it too much. So let's get into these downloaded messages, okay? I entitled this one False Clarity. Some of you guys are into it with people that is giving you, like, some of you guys are just like casting an illusion. Some of you guys, God is having you see illusions and stuff like that because he needs you to discern what is your truth versus what is other people's truth. I also feel the need to tell you guys 11:23 p.m. could be significant. So pay attention to tonight. Set a timer for it. See what happens. See if you're talking to somebody, if you're sleeping, or if you're getting ready to go to bed. Something is significant around that time. So let's go. First one I got is don't be upset about lost opportunities. Some of you guys are sitting over here so upset about lost opportunities, but you don't even know that these opportunities that were lost were not meant for you in the first place. I want you to understand something. Sometimes you guys have to understand that people are not for you. And because these people are not for you, they're making room that's actually for. And you know what's crazy? I was going to say that it's making room for the people that are for you, but maybe it's making room for the places that's for you too. Some of you guys think that you're going to find the love of your life where you're at, but God is like, no, big dog, you need to go to fucking San Antonio type shit, and you're going to meet the love of your life there. I feel like a lot of things are about to get uncomfortable for you in order to move you in the right direction. And I feel like God has been like trying to tell you guys it's time for you to move. I'm also getting that God has been trying to tell you that that person isn't for you. I'm also getting that God is sitting over here saying that all this transformation is needed because you were stagnant and you were comfortable with being uncomfortable, but God wants you to get comfortable with being actually comfortable. I feel the need to sit over here and tell you that the past was like actually like it was a false start. I'm also getting like that relationship was a false start too. And what happens in football when things are false start? They make you sit over here and you get a penalty, and they make you back up a few yards, and then they make you redo the play. And I feel like that's what God is sitting over here telling you to do is that guess what? You're getting, and what's funny is because now I'm hearing that even though the penalty is against you right now, it's causing you to run a better play. And for those that don't know football, to my femmes up in this bitch, this is a collective reading, Megan. To those that don't know football, I feel like God is setting you up to make a better play in your life, a better move in your life. I feel like God was like, yeah, you sat over here and you went and you started your own business doing such and such, but you wasn't really happy with that shit. So we're gonna back it up. Your penalty is that you're not having business coming in. Your penalty is that love interest isn't working out. They blocked you. They ghosted you. That penalty is that maybe you're getting into it with your family, and I'm hearing sirens outside. So I know I'm on track. The penalty is something isn't working out for you. So don't be upset about the lost opportunity, because now God is giving you a whole nother opportunity to do actually what you're loved, what you're called to do, what you need to do, what's actually going to be better for you in the long run. See, you don't even understand. For those that watch football, it's like that first play that you ran, it gave you a full, like a couple of yards, but you didn't score a touchdown. And it's like, but with this next play, you're about to score, like, it's like you're going to score a touchdown. You're about to get the money that you needed. Because you know what's crazy is I seen a picture and it said your money is on the way. So some of you guys have been waiting for money to come in. And it's like that opportunity, that first opportunity that you took, it wasn't going to give you the money that you needed. It wasn't going to bring in the love of the life that you needed. God needs you to create spiritual babies. So it's like, I need you to be with somebody that's strong. Some of you guys don't understand that the connections are being removed from you, or connections are being removed from you. How you doing, Alec? It's good to see you, babes. Some of you guys are not understanding that connections are being removed from you because those people are not strong enough to be with you. What does that mean? Some of you guys are spiritual baddies out there, and so they need somebody that is spiritually strong, like you are. You fight temptations every day, but can your partner fight temptations? Some of you guys got to sit over here saying that I need you to sit over here and be in the right place at the right time. Can your partner do that same shit? Can your partner rely on faith? I don't need somebody that's sitting over here that's using drugs and alcohol to get over things. You made it past that state. You made it past depression. And it's not to sit over here and say that we need to sit over here and doubt other people, or we need to judge other people for what the shit that it's not for us to judge people on what they are moving or like the steps that they're moving. But God is saying that you don't need a weak person in your life anymore. You already played Bob the Builder, I'm hearing. You don't need to build anybody up. You need to build yourself up. Also, my next downloaded message was, do something before it's unblocked. Some of you guys have a lot of blockages right now because you guys have yet to do that one last thing to remove the blockage. Sometimes things are blocked: relationship paths, apartments, new cars, new opportunities, like school can be blocked. And it's like, it's because God is sitting over here saying, I need you to come up with a financial plan. I need you to come up with a plan as to how you're going to pay for school. I need you to sit over here and figure out, do you even have the time to go to school? I need you to figure out, like, is this actually going to be lucrative to you in the long run? Or is this just going to sit over here and be another degree? And you're not even going to get paid because you don't have the experience. I feel like God is sitting over here saying maybe you need to sit over here and look for opportunities where you can volunteer in that pathway. So while you are going to school, it's like you are already having the experience. So it's like a double entendre. I feel like something is blocked because you are not sitting over here seeing the bigger picture. And I also feel like things are blocked because it's a false start. That's not the way that you're supposed to go. Some of you guys, it's blocked because you're actually not making time for your craft. Some of you guys aren't looking at it as long-term. Like, some of you guys are just doing stuff because you think it's going to make you happy, but you also need to look at the financial stability that it's going to bring in. Because at the end of the day, I know that we like to sit over here and say, I want to live off the land. But it's like you actually do have to sit over here and consider, like, financial things. It's like God wants you to be realistic as well as follow your dreams. It's like, if your dream is to sit over here and be a rapper, what's going to pay your bills up until you make it? That's the point. If your dream is to sit over here and be a doctor, what's going to pay your bills until you get your doctorate? Type of energy, okay? I want you guys to understand that. The next thing is that some of you guys, it's time for you to build financial stability. I'm hearing that you guys don't want to do anything because God is calling my attention to, like, it's like I could go sit over here and work at McDonald's, but that's not going towards my dream. I could go be a bartender, but that's not going to support my dream. I could go sit over here and go be an accountant, but that's not going to support my dreams. God is sitting over here saying that you guys are saying no to every opportunity that's presented to you, but there's some opportunity that you need to say yes to in order to bring in financial stability. And it's not for you to get stuck there. It's just for you to sit over here and be able to fund your dreams. That's the blueprint. You need something that's going to fund your dreams until your dreams funds themselves, is what I'm hearing. Also, I wrote down remove past relationships from resurfacing. Some of you guys have relationships that just keep fucking resurfacing, and today is Mercury, is like the first day of Mercury retrograde, so heavy emphasis on there's going to be a lot of shit that comes back. But I want you guys to understand something. If these relationships are not, if they don't have a purpose, then they don't need to resurface. I also feel the need to sit over here and say that yes, there are people that still care about you, but I think you guys need to start paying attention to, like, do they care about you in the right way? And what is the right way? The right way is are they sitting over here benefiting you? Are they sitting over here motivating you to do better, to be better, to go harder, you know? And it's like some of the people that you're in love with, like, they're not motivating you, they're hindering you. And I feel like God is really calling your attention to making sure that those relationships that hinder you don't resurface. Those relationships that were only booty calls and situationships don't resurface. And now I sat over here and it's calling my attention to a conversation that I actually just had recently. It's like, if you guys know that the person in your past only wanted to, like, use you for sex, or only wanted to be friends with benefits for you, but you know you want love, you know you want a relationship, you know you want marriage, then God is calling you not to resurface that relationship. God is telling you to establish boundaries. Yes, you need to sit up. Maybe you could be friends with this person, but the reality is that if you're not strong enough to have boundaries to only keep it as friends, then that relationship doesn't need to resurface, because in the end you're looking for love. In the end, you have to look at end goal. In the end, you got to look at the bigger person. Is this, all these people from your past have wasted your time. And in moments where you are hurt, that's the only time that you look at reality, and God wants you to start looking at reality before you actually get hurt. It's like, listen to people, what people say. Fuck what they show you. Listen to what they say. Because people are going to show you what they want to show you based off of, like, what it is, what they're getting out of you. So of course, if they're getting money out of you, they're going to show you that they care. If they're sitting over here getting poom poom or schlong out of you, of course they're going to show you what it is, the illusion. And I feel like that's the false clarity. That's the title of this video, is false clarity. A lot of people are showing you what you want to see, not what their true intentions is. And I feel like God is trying to call your attention to sit over here and get out of that. How you doing, Blue? Thank you for all those roses. Sorry, I'm not really looking at the chat right now. I'm just doing downloads right now, okay? I'll touch the chat in a minute. I feel the need to sit over here and tell you that a lot of this past, you know what's crazy is because my heart is starting to hurt really bad. And I think it's my chest because I'm sick right now. But I feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys that you guys need to sit over here and pay attention to the relationships that actually really hurt you. And if they really hurt you, they really scarred you, it's time for you to make peace with that. It's time for you to forgive that. It's time for you to sit over here and move forward. But it's not time for you to sit over here and actually, like, let it come back, though. Make peace with it, but you don't need it in your daily day circle, is what I'm hearing, okay? Next download. Stop looking into the past. And you know what's crazy? I actually wrote down stop looking to the past. So some of you guys need to just stop, stop focusing on the past energy. Stop focusing on what used to be, what has happened. Stop focusing on, you know, I used to be the fastest track star when I was in high school. I used to be the fastest track star when I was in college. I used to sit over here and fucking be that girl. I used to be that man. I used to get all the people back in the day. Like, it's not about back in the day no more. Even if you are sitting over here thinking of things like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, high school days, college days, like, God doesn't want you to look back at your past. God wants you to prioritize your new creations and your time. And I feel like the only way that you guys can prioritize, like, your new creations and your time is by you being present. By you realizing that it's time for you to make new connections with new people, new friends. You got rid of all your old friends because they betrayed you? All right, cool. Stop reliving conversations. I'm hearing stop sitting over here looking at old text messages. Delete them. You sitting over here saying that you want a new relationship. Okay, so stop looking back at your past text messages thinking, ooh, I should have sat over here and said this, versus saying that. It's done and it's over with. Prioritize new fucking connections, creations. Put your time into your new, is what I'm hearing. Also wrote down relax, reflect, and release. And then I mean to put the 3 R's. Some of you guys just need to take time to actually relax, because some of you guys don't have time to relax. But when you're in a peaceful state, that's when all the downloads come to you. That's when reality comes to you, and that's when it's time for you to reflect. Reflect on what's working versus what's not working. Reflect on what is versus what's not. Reflect on what is going to get you to that next point in life versus what's not. And then release the rest of that shit. Some of you guys have the power to sit over here and recognize that, listen, this job isn't serving you no more. This connection isn't serving you no more. This relationship isn't serving you no more. This community, this activity. It's like some of you guys need to sit over here and release an old workout plan. And it's like because that old workout plan is keeping you stagnant. You're not losing any weight off of it anymore. You're not gaining any muscle off of it anymore. It could be something so simple, y'all. It does not have to sit over here and be something so drastic. It could be release that old ass eating plan. Maybe it's not time for you to be a pescatarian no more. Maybe it's time for you to go vegan. Release that old shit. That's what's going to sit over here and take you to that next level. This is confirmation. If you're listening to my things, I feel the need to tell you guys that this is not for me to tell you what the fuck to do. This is me telling you these everything that I say is confirmations. If you've been thinking about being a vegan, then this is your confirmation to go vegan. If you eat meat and you've been thinking about becoming a pescatarian, this is your confirmation of becoming a pescatarian. It's not for me to tell you guys, ooh, go look for new love, unless that's where you have been. God is also calling my attention to tell you guys that, listen, you guys are responsible for making the next steps into your life. But my goal is to make sure that you're actually paying attention and actually trying to, and clearing up all those illusions that's not your shit to hold on to. Because a lot of you guys keep looking to the next person to determine what your path is, but your path is within you. And that comes with the relax, reflect, and release shit. Release, like, let me tell you something. If your best friend is trying to be a cook right now, you don't need to sit over here and look and be like, ooh, maybe I should be a cook too. Look within yourself to discover what it is that you're passionate about, even if right now you don't know what it is. I encourage you guys to look back to like your past. I remember when I was I remember back when I was 8 years old, I used to sit over here and tell my mom, I'm gonna be a rapper. If you want to be a rapper, go back to that type shit, you know? I also wrote down Trust Issues by Drake. So that song could be significant. I'm hearing, cause you're the only one, cause I don't trust these bitches. But also drama in friendships could be significant, especially during this Mercury retrograde. I got specifically Gemini, Virgos, and Aries. Heavy emphasis on Geminis. So just be mindful of drama within friendships. I feel like God is sitting over here saying that if there are friendships that's bringing you drama, let them go. I got the ages 26, 25, 24, and 23. Heavy emphasis on 23. I also wrote down no response equals a response. I also feel the need to tell you guys, if you guys are going through if you just randomly got a fucking cold, I feel like you're close. I feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys to keep going. To keep going. Keep fighting through moments where it's like it feels hard to fight. Because right now it's so funny. Like right now my chest is really hurting really bad. I really do not feel good. But I feel like God is like, y'all still need to hear me. So I still have to go even when I'm sick. And I feel like that is significant for you guys, because this is the time where it counts. You guys, just because you get sick, just because you get depressed, just because you sit over here and you guys aren't feeling your best, it doesn't mean that you give up. You keep going. On days where you don't want to go to the gym, you keep going. On days you sit over here and you want to give up on your relationship, you keep going. On days, it's like, because you got to believe, like, your art is important, your relationship is important, your relationship with yourself, I'm hearing, is important. On days you want to give up on your routine is what keeps you, is what keeps you fucking going. Your regimen is what keeps you going. You giving a fuck about yourself. Heavy emphasis on giving a fuck about yourself, okay? Next, going back to the no response is a response. I want you guys to understand something. If somebody is sitting over here mentally fucking manipulating you, I'm hearing, then you guys need to sit over here and let that shit go, because people that manipulate you don't need to be in your life. You also need to call your attention to yourself too, and ask yourself, are there parts about yourself that manipulates people too? Because why do you keep attracting these manipulating ass energies? Okay. Also, I wrote down, always wanting to have one up equals never trusting. I want you to understand something. When I wrote that down, that was a self-evaluation for me, but I felt like God told me to reveal it to you guys. And the reason why is because from the time that I was like even a little girl, I always wanted to have the last word. I always wanted to have one up on somebody. I always wanted to sit over here. Like, even when it came to breaking up, I always wanted to sit over here and be like, I broke up with them before they broke up with me. But I felt like that always created like a secret, not like, I never trusted nothing. I never trusted anything. I always like self-sabotage shit that didn't even need to be self-sabotage. And I feel like that's significant. Heavy Aries energy could be significant. You could have Aries highly aspected in your chart, but I feel the need to tell you guys that, because if you guys want to move forward into relationships, then you guys got to understand that you have to trust. And I feel like the illusion that you have been under is that I got to get them before they get me. I think that the false clarity, the illusion that, you know, that maybe even your friends have instilled into you is that maybe you need to be nonchalant and not care about nobody, because that's what's going to attach other people to you. But that's false. That's going to attach the wrong people to you, I'm hearing. You sitting over here pretending not to care about anything in order, and maybe in hindsight you just don't let yourself get attached, I'm hearing, is hurting you, because it's not attracting people that genuinely give a fuck about you. It's only attracting people that see you as like a challenge, and once they solve the challenge, then they're bored with you. So there's that. I also wrote down, don't do anything to make me block you. If somebody tells you that, I feel the need to sit over here and say, like, just get rid of them. Maybe some of you guys are used to sitting over here dealing with toxic connections. How you doing, Shasha? How you doing, Keeper? Some of you guys are used to dealing with toxic people, and I feel the need to sit over here and tell you, like, just move on from the connection. Some of you guys are comfortable with toxicity. 808 could be significant, because I kept seeing that number. Specifically, I'm hearing 808 heartbreak, so Kanye could be significant. And as soon as I said that, like, the light went low in my living room. And 808 heartbreak, that was when Kanye was going through his depression. So some of you guys could be going through a depression, but I feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys that things are going to work out. Kiva, you always are where you need to be. Trust that, okay? So if your phone set over here, how you doing, Tiara? If your phone set over here and fucking just popped up on my shit, then clearly you needed to hear something here, okay? Okay, let's keep going. Some of you guys, if you guys are going through a depression right now, I feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys that it will get better, but you have to actually take yourself outside in order for it to get better. Today I wasn't feeling good at all. I felt so bad, but I forced myself to get up and clean the kitchen. And I forced myself to sit over here and take my dog to the park. And I like let her run around, and I even like walked her around, even though my chest is hurting really bad. And it's like, I feel like God is really challenging you guys right now, especially if you're sad, if you're going through a heartbreak, if you're depressed, if you're feeling insecure, you know. I feel like God is challenging you to fucking like put forth the effort into getting out of it. because it gets dark before it sits over here and it gets better. Heavy emphasis on Gemini, because I just thought about one of my Gemini old friends, and I remember the conversation that we had, and it was just kind of like about depression, and he was telling me about how deep his depression gets. So some of you guys, you know, you guys could have had substance problems. You guys could have thought about killing yourself. You could have thought about and it all could have been because of a heartbreak, because I remember he was like, I was never depressed like that until I actually got my heart broken. So some of you guys like have been living life on edge because of a heartbreak. But I feel the need is, if you guys are watching me right now, I feel the need to tell you that it gets lighter outside, but you got to make it lighter for yourself. You got to take the burdens that's not your burdens to carry. And now I'm also getting the energy that maybe somebody came at you like this, because I've had, like, there were 2 times where there were guys that sat over here and told me that they were going to kill themselves if I didn't get back with them. But I never got back with them, and they're still alive to this day. So I feel like that could be significant. Sometimes you guys are dealing with people that are going through depression, and I feel like it's not your burden to carry if that's you, okay? Now on to the next download. I wrote down, I trust my gut. Some of you guys need to sit over here and start trusting your intuition. You need to start trusting what you say. You need to start trusting your heart, start trusting what you believe in. But the point of the matter is that you can't trust your heart if your heart is misguiding you, is what I'm hearing. You can't trust your mind if your mind is misguiding you, and you can't trust your gut if it's misguiding you. But I'm hearing that your gut will never misguide you. You just don't want to listen to what your gut is saying. Your gut is always going to keep it real with you, but you don't want to hear what's real. That's why, i.e., you remove relationships with people that sit over here and keep it real with you, i.e., why you sit over here and get defensive with people that sit over here and tell you what's right. But I feel the need to tell you that right is right and wrong is wrong. So if you have sat over here and removed a friendship because they was keeping it real with you, I feel like you should go back and rebuild that relationship. And that's actually how we started it. How we started this live is some of you guys are going to get in contact, or should get in contact, with old friends to make amends. Not the narcissist, not the people that's manipulating you, not the people that's using you, but the people that actually have your back, the people that are loyal to you, the people that actually want to see you doing good. They're not hating on you. They're actually like telling you some real shit in order for you to wake the fuck up. It's like, I told you not to get back with Brian type shit. Some of you guys could be dealing with somebody named Brian. But it's like, I told you not to get back with Brian. Why the fuck? Like, you're looking stupid now. It's not them sitting over here calling your attention and making you look stupid. It's just like they want you to do better. They want to see you happy. And I feel like that's the issue, is that by you having good friends that don't want you to self-sabotage, that don't want to see you going backwards, I feel like you sat over here and removed these people out of your fucking reality because you wanted to be stupid. Because you wanted to sit over here and you wanted to get what you wanted. So now that you got what you wanted, but now you're surrounded around a lot of false friends that feed into your delusion. Some of you guys are sitting over here dealing with partners that are really not good for you, because you guys are sitting over here waiting for your ex to take you back. Some of you guys are waiting for your situation, that one situation, to call you and be like, yo, I'm trying to make it for real. But in reality, they're still sitting over here doing that same shit for the one person that they actually want. So it's like your number one person has you on a roster, and you got a roster of people. It's like a game. And I feel like maybe a friend, I'm getting heavy energy on a friend, tried to tell you that, but you didn't. You crossed them out because you didn't want to hear the truth, okay? Also, I wrote down, you have to hold yourself accountable. Discipline is needed. I need you to understand something. If you cross everybody out of your circle, you don't got nobody else to tell you fucking shit. You don't got nobody else to sit over here and tell you right is right, wrong is wrong. This is the time for you to hold yourself accountable. I want you to understand something. You have to keep it a being with yourself. That's you trusting your gut. You gotta trust that your gut is telling you, yo, don't fuck with that person. You already know what's gonna happen if you mess with that person. You have to trust your gut to hold you accountable. And it's crazy because I know that our delusion wants to sit over here and say, I should try for this person when you shouldn't. I know your heart be like, but I shouldn't give up on this person because I see the good within them. They bad just keep coming out. No, you should leave them the fuck alone. It's time for you to hold yourself accountable. And it's time for you to hold yourself accountable specifically when you make a mistake. We all make mistakes. But it's not for y'all to sit over here and hinder in the mistake. It's not for you to feel bad about the mistake. It's not for you to live within the mistake. Just hold yourself accountable. Like, damn, I did that. My bad. I can't take it back. I hope one day you forgive me, but I'm not about to stop living my life because I made a mistake. And I think that that's another thing that God is trying to call your attention to, is that you all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all miss out on opportunities. We all fuck up relationships. We all fuck up situationships. We all mess up. Sometimes we're just, and you know, it's funny. My friend asked me, do you ever think that, you meet the wrong people at the wrong time, or the right people at the wrong time? And I was like, no, I think you meet everybody when you're supposed to meet everybody. Because God is always constantly testing your ass to see, are you ready to move on to the next connection? Are you ready for your next assignment? Or do you still want to chase after so-and-so and keep learning the same lesson and still get hurt all over again? I had a huge lesson. I don't have this written down, but I had a huge lesson with a Virgo. And I was in a cycle with a Virgo for a minute. I cared about this person a lot, to a point where it was stupid of me to care about this person, because this person always showed me the same type of thing, showed me that he didn't value my time, showed me that he didn't care, showed me that, you know, that I feel like he didn't value our relationship or our friendship. And I feel like it took for me to gain my power back within myself in order for me to be able to remove myself from that situation. So some of you guys have a Virgo that's coming back. But the significance of that is that I made a mistake time and time again, allowing this person back into my life, allowing him to take me out on dates, allowing to go, and, you know, the 4th of July could be significant, allowing me to go around. Like, it's like he would show me glimpses of improvements, because it was like, I want to be around your friend, and then an improvement is like 4th of July, he brought me around his family and friends. But it wasn't enough. And now I'm hearing it's a little too late. I'm hearing, you know, it's just a little too late. I think that's by JoJo. So that song could be significant. I just feel like it's time to move on from past connections. Yeah, I'm hearing, it's just a little too late, a little too long. Something about a chase. I think that that's the biggest thing is that some of you guys are either in the process of ending something, and now they're starting to chase you because you're not chasing them anymore. And I spent a lot of time chasing the connection with that Virgo, so that could be significant. That it's just like, I don't even care no more. I don't care if you're watching my page. I don't care if you're trying to make amends. I don't care if you're trying to take me on dates. Like, I don't care. I just don't care anymore. And I feel like people have sat over here and treated you like that, have got you to a point where you're just like, I don't care. And I feel like that's significant because God is sitting over here saying, okay, now that you don't care, are you ready to move on? Sometimes God had to sit over here and make you look so stupid for trying for a person in order for you to identify your worth. Because by you knowing your worth, you know what you won't settle for, so that could be significant too. Some of you guys need to sit over here and realize we all are stupid for somebody. I was stupid for a Scorpio. I was stupid for a Sagittarius. I was stupid for a Virgo. But it's like we all are stupid, but it's just like, okay, we can call our stupidity out. We can sit over here and call, because y'all, I'm a hopeless romantic. I love over romanticizing shit. That's me. Let's love me the fuck up. I don't like being single. And you know what's crazy? It's like I don't mind being single, but I'd rather be with somebody that I know has my back. And so, but the point of the matter is that once you identify, like, so some that could be significant. Some of you guys might be lover girls or lover boys out there, but I feel like the significance of that is that, okay, we all are stupid for somebody at one point in our life, or maybe 2 times or maybe 3 times, but it's like, it's not really stupid if you're learning a different lesson within each person. But once you learn the lesson, then it's time for you to move on. The lesson is always, do you know your worth? Do you know when it's time to move on? Because God is sitting over here saying, don't worry, I'm going to tell you that it's time to move on, even if you don't want to move on. And he's going to give you time and time and time and chances to move on. But if you don't, then God will come in and intervene and make you move on, force you to move on, force you to sit over here and end connections, force that person to end connections, i.e. ghosting you, i.e. not talking to you, i.e. choosing other people over you, i.e. sitting over here choosing work over you. Everything is a test to know your worth. So right now we're clearing up all this false clarity. See, the illusion is that yes, they might love you, but they don't love you enough to respect you. They don't love you enough to choose you. So therefore you need to choose yourself. Okay. I also wrote down cleanse your digestive system, cleanse your gut, I'm hearing, and also your brain and your mind. Some of you guys just need a whole detox. But I'm not, it's crazy because I'm not getting like a detox, like just do a whole bunch of shakes. I'm getting like some of you guys just need to, or actually for some of you guys you do need to do shakes. But for some of you guys, I'm just like, you need to sit over here and delete shit. I just went through my phone and I deleted a whole bunch of apps that I don't use, so that could be significant. I used to be on Twitter heavy and I deleted my Twitter. And it wasn't even that I deleted my Twitter, I just deleted the app off of my phone. I spent too much time on it. I also deleted Tetris because I felt like whenever I just needed time to pass, I would fucking go and play Tetris. So I deleted that off of my phone. So some of you guys need to make space so where you're not sitting over here going and using other things, like to avoid things. Like some of you guys are using things to avoid shit that you need to work on. It's like instead of you playing Tetris, pick up a fucking book and go read. Some of you guys need to start reading. I'm hearing, and I feel the need to relay this message because I heard it last night. Somebody told me, if you guys are staying up late at night and you can't sleep, pick up a book and start reading. Learn something. Some of you guys are in the process of retraining your brain. I also wrote down butterflies. And the meaning of butterflies is transformations and rebirths. And as soon as I seen this, I seen 333. So some of you guys might be seeing a whole bunch of butterflies. But I feel the need to sit over here and tell you that if you are seeing butterflies, like the transformation is on its way. I feel the need to sit over here and tell you, whatchamacallit? Wait, because I just seen Halo's message. She said, I'm literally listening to you while I'm playing Tetris. That was for me. I'm telling you. It's funny. It's funny when God has me like tell y'all shit, and it's like he always tells me to tell y'all shit because it's gonna resonate with certain people, even like random shit. But if you guys are seeing a whole bunch of butterflies, even if it's like if you're scrolling through TikToks and you're looking at comments and you see butterflies, or if you're outside and you're at a park and you see a whole bunch of butterflies. I seen a whole bunch of butterflies. I seen a white butterfly today. I seen a yellow and a black butterfly, like it had dots on it. And then I seen another butterfly, but I didn't really pay attention to what it is. Some of you guys could be seeing blue butterflies. But it's like transformation is on its way. I even seen a bee today, and I looked up what bees mean, and it meant focus, dedication, hard work, teamwork, generosity, fertility, and prosperity. So some of you guys might just be seeing butterflies and bees. I also feel the need to sit over here and tell you guys that it's time for you to fight. It's time for you to protect what's yours. Yeah. I also like got a random download about bees right now. It's like they really they only sting because they feel the need to protect themselves. So some of you guys could be beasts. Some of you guys don't even, like, y'all just be minding your own business. And it's like, then a motherfucker want to come into your space. They want to play with you, or they get scared of you. You're like, bitch, I'm scared of you too. And then you react based off of a reaction. So that could be significant. That's deep. Some of you guys are reacting to some of you guys are just reacting to these people based off of their reaction. And I feel like that's why God is forcing you into solitude or hermit mode in order for you to get, like, your trauma responses, I'm hearing, dealt with. Because your trauma is fucking you up. Your trauma is what's causing you to react in these certain ways to hurt these people, when in reality you're supposed to teach these people how to get over the trauma. I also wrote down 333 because I kept seeing that all day today. I also wrote down, you know what's considered healthy. Some of you guys are in this ongoing battle between toxicity and healthy. And some of you guys know that you don't want to be toxicity anymore, but some of you guys don't know how. And now I'm hearing some of you guys do know how, but you're still choosing toxicity over healthiness. Because you guys think healthy is boring, but it's not. I feel the need to just say that your normal has always been chaotic. Some of you guys could have had a lot of siblings growing up, and it's like you grew up in a household that was chaotic. Maybe you've seen your parents fighting a lot, so that's chaotic. Maybe you've seen your family always getting into it at Thanksgiving, I'm hearing, chaotic. Nobody could ever just be on good terms, even at barbecues, regular barbecues. It's chaotic. You're used to chaos. So when it comes to actually, like, healthy, like, vibes, I'm seeing a family right now, and it's like they get together every weekend and they eat Sunday dinner, and there is no beef, it's just love. I'm seeing people that have, like, maybe you have game nights with your family on Saturday, and it's like once a week or maybe once every month. It's like, that's healthy. I'm getting, like, instead of y'all sitting over here giving up on people because they didn't say the thing that they didn't say the right thing, or they didn't sit over here, and it's just like, it's a trigger response for you to sit over here and give up on people. Instead of you just being like, well, I'm done, it's just like, let's talk about it. That's healthy. You talking about shit is healthy. You expressing yourself and you being vulnerable, that's healthy. Not you yelling about it, but you actually speaking about it calmly and understanding that when you get upset, it's not healthy. It's not healthy for you to sit over here and scream at people. So some of you guys just need to sit over here and identify, you guys need to consider what's healthy and really try to work on it. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you try, eventually there's going to come a day where it's just like, damn, I don't even recognize me, and other people aren't going to be able to recognize you too. I feel like the emphasis to sit over here and, like, talk about my mom really quickly, because my mom hasn't been around her sisters in a minute, and this last time that she was around her sisters, I remember my aunt was saying, I really don't recognize your mom anymore, because she's not the person that's always trying to argue anymore. She's not the person, like, she's really calmed down a lot. And it's like, because my mom is putting forth the effort into herself, into working on her connection with herself, and that's what's improving her. Next thing is, I said, allow them to return. Some of you guys know that people are going to come back to you. It's inevitable. How you doing, Valdez? It's good to see you, babe. Some of you guys already know people are going to come back to you. Some of you guys already know that people are going to return to you, so just allow them to. Don't sit over here and hit them up and be like, so you really not gonna hit me up? Don't even hit them on those, so you missed me yet? Hey, big, like, no, not this time. I'm hearing it's time for them to come back to you. It's time for you to sit over here and for them to apologize to you, because I'm hearing you guys didn't do anything wrong this time, especially if you just got ghosted out of nowhere. I wrote down 369, so the 369 manifestation method could be significant. I also wrote down, put this fool down. Some of you guys just, even if they do come back to apologize to you, you just need to let them apologize, because you guys deserve that gratification. You deserve to hear an apology. but you do not need to re-invite them into your life now, because your life is different. And around it is crazy because I see like dog hair on my paper, and it's really like it looks like an indent like this, but it's around the word manipulator. So I feel like this person that you was dealing with is a manipulator, and that's why you don't invite them that close to you anymore. Accept their apology, but then move on. And it's calling my attention. It's crazy because right above it is like September 3rd and September 1st, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, or you are a Virgo. But then when I said this, I thought about a Scorpio. And I remember that there was this guy, we had talked, it was like it was like last winter. Yeah, like last winter or some shit like that. But I remember we were hella cool ever. We were vibing. We went on dates and stuff like that. Vietnamese food can be significant, but we went on hella dates. We were cool, and then he just went ghost, like straight. We went from talking every day to just him going away. I think he even blocked me. And God told me, like, at first I was kind of like, what the fuck? But then I realized, like, it was crazy because there was a lot of red flags, because phone numbers kept calling me blocked. So some of you guys have phone numbers that were called that could be calling you blocked right now. But it turned out that it was the mother of his child that was blowing up my phone. So I feel the need to tell you guys, like, rejection is protection. Even though you might not know anything, somebody could be telling you like shit is over with, shit might not be over with. And so God will, like, even though God won't reveal to you the whole big thing, like, he will sit over here and reveal to you enough. But I feel the need to tell you that everything will all make sense later on down the line. Now, the significance of that, going back to my initial point, is why I thought about that guy is because later on, like actually this following summer, he reached back out to me, and he was like, yo, can we go out? And we actually went and got Cinnabons. So you guys, Cinnabons could be significant. But we sat down, and he apologized to me, and he told me what was going on. And he actually didn't end up getting back with the mother of his child. He was actually dealing with multiple people at that time, but he chose to be serious with this girl. And he really didn't even want to tell me that, but he just told me. But he was just like, I ended up moving, and then I ended up moving her in, and it just really didn't work out. So some of you guys like could be the rebound. But when he told me all of that, like, it really turned me off. And I was just like, it sounds like you got a lot going on, big dog. But he was trying to like get back, he was trying to talk back to me and shit like that. And I was like, I'm cool, we could be friends. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio. Some of you guys could be dealing with somebody that's trying to keep you as a rebound. Somebody could be sitting over here like, and I feel the need to tell you guys, like, if you're dealing with somebody and they're trying to make you, like, they're trying to pick you up just because other people fell off, don't take them back. But anyway, that's an example of he apologized to me, and I needed that it's like God made him apologize to me. So there might be people that's coming into your life for them to apologize to you, and it's not for you to take them back. It's just, oh, okay, thank you, I cared back then, but it's just like God knew that if that person apologized to you back then, you probably would have just took them back immediately, and God needed you to see the bigger picture. So there might be somebody that you're dealing with that you're not seeing the big picture, and there's a reason why they took that person out of your life. Okay, next point, let's keep going. You said 808 is his number. You said, so true. I found out about a similar situation just happening, but he hasn't come back. He will come back. Heavy emphasis on Gemini. But that guy was a Scorpio, so heavy emphasis on Scorpio too. I'm hearing Virgo too, because then I wrote down, the name Ashley, and then I also wrote down equals September 3rd, and then I also wrote down September 4th, which is actually Labor Day. 1133 could be significant. Some of you guys could be seeing this number, or 133 you could be seeing a lot, or 1144 or 144. Okay, I also wrote down dealing with a master manipulator. So some of you guys are just dealing with a person that is so good at manipulating. I'm hearing that they fucking manipulated people all their fucking life, so manipulating you ain't shit. I'm also hearing that you guys also have to understand that some of you guys are master manipulators, but you are in denial about it. I'm hearing that some of you guys, I want you guys to like, and this goes back to the accountability piece, because it's just us talking, y'all. It's just us up in this bitch. We not, nobody's ghost watching us, okay? It's just us. Hear me out. I was raised by a master manipulator. My dad and my mom. They knew how to manipulate the shit out of shit. But it's like, that can be a power that's used for bad. And I'm not even gonna lie, I've used manipulation for bad a lot of times. But I feel like you guys have to understand and be able to hold yourself accountable. Like, yeah, I know how to manipulate some shit, but you choose not to, because I feel the need to tell you guys, the more that you try to manipulate shit, the more you're gonna get bad karma. So just be mindful. An accountability that you need to, like, holding yourself accountability could be within manipulation. I'm hearing through narcissism. Some of you guys are narcissists. Some of you guys are sociopaths. Look it up. I also wrote down the Ace of Swords because I wanted to read it out loud to you guys, because God is telling me that this is going to be significant to you guys, or at least to some of you guys. So some of you, that's funny. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So some of you guys could be air signs. The key meaning is success, decisions, and beginnings, okay? So, and I just seen a bird fly past. Okay, the upright meaning of an ace is auspicious for every aspect of your life. In a spread, it overrules any negative minor arcana card close by. It's just like the Sun card, guys, if you guys know that one. The Ace of Swords predicts new beginnings, decisions, and clear thinking, and usually relates to work and love. It heralds action, drama, and sometimes confrontation. However, the Ace of Swords manifests in your life, or if it does, then it will bring an immediate change to your circumstances for the better. As a prediction card, it shows the mental agility and assertiveness will bring success. The other cards around the ace in a reading will guide you to the nature of this conquest. Be cautious, though, not to be overzealous. Judge the situation and be direct rather than abrasive. Mindful of how you would want it to be treated and if you were on the receiving end. In a relationship, it reveals triumph over past obstacles. You win through to your heart's desires. In the reading, one ace brings a focus on the life area according to the suit, okay? Now, I feel the need to sit over here and say that some of you guys have new beginnings coming. And it's so funny because I feel the need to read this other part to you, but I don't feel like I'm supposed to read all of it. Some of you guys could be receiving like a gift of intelligence. So it's like some of you guys are receiving some knowledge coming through. I see mistletoe, so some of this could be coming in on Christmas or right before Christmas. Some of you guys might be pregnant, and I feel the need to say, if you guys don't want to get pregnant, don't be fucking or use protection at this time. Some of you guys, when I view the Ace of Swords, I always look at it as my truth-telling card. So some of you guys have truth that's coming in, but I feel like God is like, are you going to actually accept the truth this time? I also feel like there's an offer that's coming in, and it's pure energy. Some of you guys, I want you to understand that you can't be moving off of just your impulses by yourself. And I just want you to start looking at life as new possibilities. If one opportunity doesn't work out, that means that there's another possibility for a new opportunity. Sometimes it's just not obvious yet. Sometimes it's just not presented yet. Some of you guys are about to face something, but it requires for you to battle for it. It requires for you to fight for it. But I'm also hearing not everything you have to fight over or fight for, okay? Let's get back. I wrote down love is genuine. Some of you guys aren't dealing with genuine people, or some of you guys don't have genuine interest for people. And I feel the need to tell you guys, if you guys aren't interested in these people or having a future with these people, then you need to sit over here and let them go. Some of you guys are holding on to trauma, and that's what's keeping you from actually elevating into next relationships. I also wrote down, I'm loving myself. And when I wrote that down, the time was 3:45. So 3:45 could be significant. And I feel like the whole emphasis is on like you guys clearing out like false clarity and false illusions, okay? I also wrote down healthy connections with someone that pours into me the way that I pour into them, that gives to me the way that I give to them, and that feels the way that I feel. And I feel like you guys need to sit over here and give your feelings more credit. When shit don't feel right, then it isn't right. When you know, like when you feel that that switch up is real, it's like, look at that shit and sit over here and let me tell you something. Like, if it don't feel right, then it's not right. If they sit over here and go from caring about you and then now all of a sudden they disappeared, like, pay attention to that shit. Give to those that give to you. Feel to those that feel to you. Healthy. That's healthy. And if people are not giving you that, then guess what? That's your clarity. Stop getting lost into false illusions. This is your clarity. I also wrote down less is more. I wrote down Leo. I wrote down gut health, circulation, and stimulation. And I also wrote down your money is on the way. Starbucks could be significant. I'm going to get into my amethyst ball reading and then I'm going to end it, okay? If you guys want a personal reading, the link is in the bio. And yeah, let's keep going. Some of you guys might have just found a pair of keys or might be finding a pair of keys. In the beginning, cats could be significant. The color black and white could be significant. Some of you guys are pregnant. I'm also seeing a cord. I'm hearing an electricity, but I'm seeing like an outlet plug. Some of you guys might have a kid that's 2 years old because I'm seeing a birthday cake with 2 candles on it. And then it's so funny because I was just having a conversation about how when I was a kid, I used to hate cake. I only liked ice cream, but now I actually like cake, but I only like buttercream cake. So some of you guys like buttercream. I'm hearing butter pecan. But I really didn't like whipped cream cakes. Like that shit is disgusting. Just nasty. Some of you guys might be bakers out there. I feel the need to sit over here and say maybe it's time for you to learn something new like baking. I'm seeing an apple. And I'm seeing an apple. Some of you guys might be getting a new countertop, so it's like moving into a new place. I'm also getting like a new table. Some of you guys, like if you guys are looking for an apartment, I feel the need to sit over here and say maybe get one with like, or maybe even a new house. I'm hearing get one with the middle island, because you're going to use this to cook a lot and hold a lot of items on there. I'm also seeing a light, so some of you guys might be getting like a new lamp, or just got a new lamp. I'm also seeing new cutting material. So maybe you guys might have just bought some new knives or should be investing into new knives. I'm seeing that girl from 808. So 808, what was it? Boom, like an 808, 3LW, I want to say they were. That could be significant. I'm also seeing TLC, specifically Left Eye. And I think Left Eye was a Gemini. But I'm seeing her, and I'm seeing her hair like in like one of those styles where she had her hair out like this. It's like she had two, it's that one music video where Left Eye had her, it's like her hair was like in a ponytail, but it was outward and went upward. Now I'm hearing like Menace to Society. But maybe you guys could be trying out new hairstyles. Just be careful with a heart condition. Also, be careful about cutting your hair too short, because some of you guys might not like it. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. Be mindful of somebody robbing you. Because I'm seeing somebody with like a knife to their neck. So maybe you're being silenced. Maybe it's not literally a knife to your neck, although it could be for some of you, or at least one of you. But it's like, just be mindful of not putting yourself in fucked up situations. I'm also seeing, like, I'm getting the feeling of like a toxic relationship because I see love here. I'm seeing the initial R. It's like, because now I'm seeing a dude with like a hoodie on, and then he's like behind you, like, and I'm hearing him say like, in my head, like, you not leaving me type shit over my dead body. So some of you guys are in toxic ass relationships, but I'm hearing leave in the nighttime. Even if, and now I'm getting the Six of Swords, and on my Six of Swords card, it's her leaving, but she don't even got shoes on, but she's leaving from like a dark situation, like a dark, she's leaving from like dark and trash that's behind her, and she's, and her guides are telling her, to like, they're guiding her to the light, but she has no shoes, she's just running. So I feel like that's significant. If you guys are in a domestic violence relationship and you feel like you don't have nobody, you do. Even if it's a shelter, I'm hearing. Just make sure it's just, you leave with nothing. You just go, and you make sure that you don't go back. Yeah. Because this person, once you leave, this person is going to try to say everything to get you back. But I also feel that it's not going to change, because when you have left before, some of you guys have left before and came back and it didn't change, so you have that. But for those that are leaving for the first time, I'm seeing somebody kick you in your back. I feel the need to tell you that, listen, there's help if you want help, but God is sitting over here testing you to see if you're actually ready to escape it. I feel like God is telling you that you're getting too many scars on you. I'm getting mental scars and physical scars, but I feel like God is sitting over here saying that it's time for you to leave that situation, because you learned everything that it is that you needed to learn, and you need to be strong. And it's like, it's time for you to dig yourself out of this situation. I don't care if you're even on his insurance. That's the significance, is like, God doesn't, if you're dealing with a toxic person, like, that's, and it doesn't even have to be physical abuse, even though I'm seeing physical abuse, because I'm seeing blood coming down like your forehead. If you are, I feel the need to say, I don't care how deep it goes. I don't care if this man said he want to marry you or you guys are married. I don't care if you guys have life insurances on each other. I don't care what paperwork you have with this person. God is telling you to leave. I don't care if you have a baby with this person. Take your baby and leave, because it's going to continue to get worse. And I'm hearing it gets worse before it gets better. But you have fought a long fight, and it's time for you to remove yourself, because that's not love. I'm seeing the initials F. I'm seeing the initials T. I'm seeing the, and now I'm getting like FaceTime. So some of you guys have a FaceTime call coming in. I feel the need to tell you guys, if you guys are leaving in the middle of the night, just make sure that your phone is on silent or your phone is off when you are trying to make your exit in the night. So, because you might get just an unexpected FaceTime call, and like, it might like wake him up. So just make sure your phone is off until you get into a place. I'm also getting turn off your phone, because he might have your location. I'm getting get a flip phone, which is actually crazy, because I remember I had a dream about a flip phone, and the flip phone turned into a, it's like when I opened it, it was crazy. It was two phones, but it was the same phone. There was a phone where it was like a, and it's an Android, but it like turns in, if you turn it up, it's like one screen, but it flips down too. But then it turned into an actual flip phone. So some of you guys could need to go get a flip phone. And now I'm seeing the guys that be on like the outside of the road, like be on the side of the road, and they have like a tent or something. Some of you guys, and now I'm hearing like an Obama phone. Like, some of you guys need to just go get a phone that nobody knows about, just in case. Yeah, because I'm seeing that this person is gonna fight for you. I'm hearing to hell and back because they don't want to let you go. But they could have already like bruised your eyes, because I'm seeing a patch over your left eye, and I'm seeing like a bruise on your face. I'm seeing scratches on your face, on your lips too. Specifically, you might have had injuries on your left eye. This might be for just one specific person, but I do feel the need to sit over here and tell you this. And now it's calling my attention to like when I was going through an abusive relationship, because I see a person and she's like wearing like a whole hoodie and like a whole, like she's covered up, like, but it's like it's the summertime. And I remember I used to wear turtlenecks in the summertime. So I feel the need to also tell you guys, pay attention to your friends at this time. Maybe going back to like reconnecting with a friend. Maybe you guys need to go revisit your friends and see like, are they wearing turtlenecks or hoodies or stuff during the summertime, because they could be hiding something, because I see their mouth being closed, or this is you. But their mouth is being taped over because there's a lot that they're not saying. Also, pay attention to, if you can get this person by themselves, do it so they can reveal the truth to you, or go out with somebody. And this might be an impossible task, because I'm getting like their spouse. And to be honest, what's crazy is because I'm getting masculine and feminine energy. Like, I don't think that this is just like a feminine. Like, I'm getting like a masculine could be in a relationship with a toxic person. But yeah, with the initials B, I see, and BO, so Bo. I'm thinking God is saying both. Yeah, because I see a T and an H. So both. So they could both be toxic to each other, but I felt the need to sit over here and tell you, try to get this person, I'm seeing the initial C, highly aspected, try to get them by themselves. But I'm getting that their partner is the type of person that always wants to tag along. Maybe do something to where, like, if you're a feminine, just be like, you know, hey, like, this is just like a spa day, her mom is gonna be there. Like, even if you're like, it's like you have to play the devil is what I'm saying, but is what I'm hearing. Have a spa day, and it's like, maybe you, instead of you doing the full spa day, like, you sit over here and say like, oh, her mom is gonna be there, it's just for like all, it's a girl thing type stuff, to make it to where he's not questioning it. It's like you gotta play the devil to where he has to shut up. He can't come. It's a girl's day. And to make it to where it's not, but then that is just you two. Because that's what friends would do. And if you're a masculine watching this and you're trying to get your other masculine friend out of some shit, I feel the need to sit over here and say like, listen, like, we're all going shooting. I don't know why I just sat over here and thought about that, but like, we're going shooting out of range. But I was thinking like hunting. For some reason I was thinking like hunting. Like, your girl's not gonna want to go hunting, but just say like it's a guy's trip, and maybe don't even take it that far, it's just a guy's day. Get your friend alone so you could talk to him. It's like you have to play the devil though. Heavy emphasis on playing the devil. Say one thing and then do another thing. So maybe you guys are sitting over here saying I'm having a spa day or I'm having a hunting day, but it's like, I'm getting forget your phone at home, so they don't know, they don't have your location, because somebody has your location. But it's like play the devil. Anyway, somebody could be in the military, and aren't military guys like kind of controlling? I heard. Is there anything else I need to tell them? Because I feel like that was a lot. That might be for like one person, but I hope it helped y'all. Friend, she's in an abusive relationship and she's been scared to talk. His name started with a B. Well, Kiva, it might be time for you to sit over here and go have a pretend day. I'm seeing cotton candy. So maybe some of you guys could go to a carnival or a festival, because now I'm seeing like a sign that I keep driving past, and it's like a Greek festival. So maybe some of you guys resonate with the Greek culture, or like you're like Indian, or you're from the Middle East. I feel the need to tell you guys, just be safe and don't get caught. Everything needs caution. But I feel like you're the answer, because I see the 3 of Cups. So if this is you, or if this is your friend, just know that God is coming to save you. Like he's giving you a lifeline. It's like you used all your lifelines, but he's about to give you another lifeline. So some of you guys could have watched the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of fucking Fortune. The wheel is turning in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune. I just seen it. It's here. It's a fire sign. The number is 10, so 1010 could be significant. It says, when the will is upright, anything is possible and usually positive. Chance meetings, unexpected offers, and news arrives in force. News arrives in force. So God is like giving you this lifeline. If life has been difficult recently, the world shows a turn for the better. Under this influence, you're in. Okay, Mercury, leave me alone. Your intuitive powers heighten, and you may find yourself tuning into people from the past who magically reappear. This is also an auspicious card for communication with family and friends who live some distance away. Additionally, the wheel reveals psychic abilities either within you or someone close, and a chance to discover all your hidden aspects, both light and dark. You can use the wheel's positive message wisely now to listen to your intuition and also manifest your wishes as your energy aligns with your guides, angels, and other spirit helpers who help you on your path. Your quest for knowledge is heightened now, and while you cannot control the forces of the universe, you can certainly come to a better understanding of your will within the universe. The will also suggests the following. So, if you guys are having problems in your home life, listen to this part. An unexpected change in your living arrangements will happen. It will be surprising but beneficial in the long term. If you guys are having conflict within relationships, listen to this part. An expert part, or you know what's crazy is this says an ex-partner, but I said an expert, so take it as it resonates. An ex-partner or love interest comes back, but you will need to decide if this time your relationship will succeed. Don't try to make it work. If it is right, love will go smoothly. And then for career and money, news is coming that will improve your situation. However, you will need to prioritize the demands upon yourself and quickly adapt to new challenges, okay? The wisdom message is to surrender to faith. And I feel like that's significant because I feel like, and you know what's crazy? I just flipped to the Chariot. God is sending you this Chariot because it's time to balance out your life. Because on the Chariot card, it has the yin and yang. So some of you guys could be Leos, or you could be Cancers, or be dealing with these signs. But it's just like, I feel like God is sending you this Chariot to come in and pick your ass up from any challenges. Maybe you're not going through like abuse physically, but maybe it could be mentally. Maybe it's like, but this is like the truth. The truth is it's time for you to get yourself out of this situation. The truth is it's time for you to dispel yourself from all this disillusion. Like, this Chariot is guidance. You ask for guidance. You ask for help. Here comes God. And I feel the need to tell you guys not to, don't give away your Chariot. Don't sit over here. It's like a taxi cab. You like, oh, here, you could get in. I'll wait for the next one. No, this is your one. This is your savior. Get your ass in and leave. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm feeling like sick as hell. I wonder if I should do some readings. Do you guys want to do readings? Guys, should I do some personal readings right now on live? I'm not feeling good, but I feel like I should. I feel like I should. I feel like I should. God is saying, yeah. Let's do readings. let me go ahead. I'm gonna end this live so I can save this video like this so I don't make it extra long. But I'm about to do some live, or I'm about to do some readings. So for those that are new to like my page about doing readings, I do donation-based readings. And so if you guys want a reading, you can sit over here and either donate to my Cash App or donate to my link in bio, okay? If you want to join the list, go ahead and start. For those that know, you know. If not, then I'm about to end it and then post my Cash App, okay? Give me 2 seconds.